I say actual Laker fans, I mean people in LA. Fans around the world probably love LeBron, but look at what people wrote to the LA Times. This is legit hate. I, for one, will gladly pay for LeBron's plane fare back to Cleveland. In my opinion, he was never a true Laker. So, LeBron, do all of us true Laker fans a favor and go home to Cleveland. Wow.
NBA offseason might not be over just yet, as a new LeBron trade rumor just breathed life into the possibility of him and Steph Curry teaming up in Golden State.
Life just flipped upside down with the talk of him and Steph Curry teaming up in Golden State, and this news hit the NBA like a thunderbolt. LeBron James' relationship with the Lakers is falling apart fast, and now the Warriors have been secretly chasing him for 18 months. Charles Barkley and Stephen A. Smith are out here saying LeBron's run in LA is basically done.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to that stuff, so there's a lot of stuff going around that I don't pay attention to, so.
But hold up, it gets even wilder. The Warriors are ready to move Draymond Green just to pull this off, and Rich Paul is shutting down moves behind closed doors. Even Gilbert Arenas is saying LeBron has crossed a whole new line. This drama is about to flip the entire league on its head, and it's way bigger than a simple trade rumor. We're talking about the possible end of an era and the start of a basketball meltdown nobody expected. Let me break down this chaos, because the stuff happening behind the scenes is unbelievable.
LeBron's turning 41 and doesn't seem happy about his team. That's going to disrupt team chemistry. So LeBron is going to disrupt team chemistry, and so the Lakers are going to have a huge drop-off.
The Golden State Warriors have been aggressively trying to get Lakers star LeBron James, and according to NBA insider Jake Fisher, they've tried trading for him multiple times over the past 18 months. But this is where everything turns messy.
I don't like what happened in the World Cup. No, that's LeBron and it's one of my favorites.
Olympic teammates won a gold. Two of the greatest to ever play the game. Draymond Green hoping to come back soon.
Rich Paul told Warriors owner Joe Lacob and GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. that James wasn't interested in any trade and planned to stay a Laker. But that was before the Lakers started showing him straight-up disrespect. The Warriors' interest first surfaced around the 2024 trade deadline, when Joe Lacob secretly reached out to Jeanie Buss to talk about moving the King. Just let that sink in. Team owners making hidden phone calls about trading LeBron behind the scenes, and now comes the real explosion. The Lakers have completely switched direction, and insiders say they're focused on building around younger talent and planning for the future, which basically means LeBron is becoming replaceable in their eyes. Charles Barkley stepped in and didn't hold anything back with his harsh takes. Barkley says he doesn't expect much from the Warriors or the Lakers in the 2024-25 season, and he keeps telling LeBron he needs to face the truth about where things stand. But it gets even crazier once Stephen A. Smith enters the picture. The tension between LeBron James and Stephen A. has hit a breaking point, and now both Stephen A. and Barkley are openly questioning LeBron's future. Charles Barkley even said LeBron was acting like a bully during the whole Stephen A. situation, showing even legendary players are starting to push back against the King. Now we gotta get into the Warriors angle, because this is where everything turns wild. LeBron is close with Warriors legend StephenCurry and Draymond Green, and they've balled together on Team USA. But here's the heavy twist. For this trade to go down, Draymond Green would have to be sacrificed. The Warriors front office knows they can't carry Draymond's huge contract and LeBron's supermax at the same time. Somebody has to go, and all signs point straight at Draymond being pushed out. Imagine what he must be feeling. That sense of betrayal has to hit hard. But this whole situation gets even more intense because the Lakers, or any other team, don't actually control LeBron's fate. He has a no-trade clause, which means nothing happens unless he personally tells Jeanie Buss he's ready to move. There's not even a debate about it. Those last few roster spots could be filled by almost anyone, and that puts all the power right in LeBron's hands. If he feels the Lakers are disrespecting him, and everything suggests he does, he could instantly drop the hammer and demand a trade. Gilbert Arenas had been sounding off about the whole thing, calling out LeBron for how he handles these moments, and he didn't hold back one bit about LeBron's behavior and demands.
I hate the Lakers. It's always somebody else's fault. Remember 3 years ago, it was Russell Westbrook's fault. Then it was Frank Vogel's fault. Then it was D'Angelo Russell's fault. Then it was Darvin Ham's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. LeBron is one of the all-time greats. AD is a hell of a player. That's it. The rest of the guys are just guys. Every team got those guys. And it bothers me. Listen, you don't always blame other people for your shortcomings.
Arenas said if LeBron retires at the end of the year or sticks around longer, it's all up to him. But here's the real bombshell. The timing is perfect for chaos. LeBron is 40 now, possibly thinking about retirement, and this could be his final chance to chase another championship. The pressure on him is massive. The Lakers are clearly planning for the future, which means they're getting ready to move past the whole LeBron era. Meanwhile, the Warriors are desperate to grab one more championship before Curry steps away. And LeBron is out here feeling disrespected and straight up forgotten by the team he helped bring a title to. ESPN already reported that Golden State tried to trade for LeBron back in 2024. And now the Warriors see another opening if things between LeBron and the Lakers fall apart. And trust me, that relationship is falling apart fast. The wildest part? The Warriors have called the Lakers multiple times about a LeBron trade, and they're not backing off. This isn't interest. This is obsession.
He is one of the most universally beloved and hilarious, successful, awesome sportscasters in history. All that is true. What's also true is he, like a lot of others, has a real blind spot, if you even want to call it that, when it comes to LeBron, and in Chuck's case, more specifically, when it comes to the Lakers.
But here's why this move might actually make sense for LeBron. Charles Barkley has been ruthless about the Lakers situation, saying LeBron's time in LA is basically done and he needs to accept the truth. And even with all the tension, Stephen A. Smith has been questioning if LeBron can win another ring with this roster. The signs are all over the wall. Here's where the whole thing blows up even more. If the Warriors are really ready to sacrifice Draymond Green, that means they're fully pushing all their chips in for LeBron. Draymond has been the heart of their championship runs, and they're still willing to move him just to bring in an older LeBron. That shows how serious they are. But the craziest twist, the Lakers might actually be ready to let LeBron walk away. They've been stacking young talent, planning ahead, and LeBron's huge contract is blocking them from making the moves they want. Charles Barkley even went at Stephen A. Smith, and everybody's still debating whether LeBron or Michael Jordan is the greater player. Even Barkley is done with the non-stop LeBron talk. And here's the nuclear option nobody wants to bring up. What if LeBron decides to force his way out? What if he walks into Jeannie Buss's office and says, "Trade me or this whole season gets ugly"? With that no trade clause, he controls every single thing. The wildest part of this story is the timing. The trade deadline is creeping up. LeBron is clearly frustrated with the Lakers' direction. The Warriors are hungry to make this deal happen. And both Barkley and Stephen A. Smith are straight up saying his run in LA is over. Gilbert Arenas has been straight up harsh about LeBron's situation.
All right, the question that everybody really want to know is Braun getting traded. You know that.
No.
You know
he has
Braun.
no trade clause.
Let me up.
Mike.
Full knowledge.
Kobe. Those last two spots, you could throw so many people in there, right?
Calling out his behavior and questioning if he's still the leader he used to be. When former players start turning on you like that, it's a major red flag. But here's why this whole trade is starting to feel unavoidable. The Warriors have been chasing LeBron for 18 months. This wasn't some random spark of interest. This was a long-term plan to link LeBron with Steph Curry for one last legendary title run. And the wildest part, for this to happen, Draymond Green would have to be sacrificed. Draymond has been Curry's right-hand man for over a decade, and the Warriors are ready to break that loyalty just to get LeBron James. That betrayal would hit like a punch to the chest. Meanwhile, the Lakers are clearly ready to move on. They're focused on young talent, they're tired of the non-stop LeBron drama, and they want a clean reset. This whole situation is turning into the perfect storm for a massive trade. But here's the newest explosive twist. The Warriors have contacted the Lakers multiple times over the last 18 months asking about a LeBron trade, and insiders say their desperation is climbing by the day.
I can tell you this, if he retires at the end of this year, there's gonna be a lot of who lose a lot of money. Because there's no more LeBron James to talk bad about, and you won't be in the algorithm. You better hope he plays for the next 5 to 7 so you can feed your kids. Because when he's gone, the checks is gone.
That's a fact.
Because y'all don't have another enemy right now. You get to say, I don't like LeBron James, get 1 million views. Money, he retires right now. What you gonna say? I don't like Wemby.
But at the same time,
I don't like Tatum. Like, that ain't it right now. There's no bad guy right now for you to eat. So y'all hope he stays around a couple more years.
This isn't interest. This is full court obsession. The Warriors know their championship window is shrinking fast. Steph Curry is 36 now. Klay Thompson is gone, and the dynasty feels like it's slipping away. But pairing LeBron with Curry, that could be one of the most explosive duos the NBA has ever seen. I'm just getting old. And here's where everything turns even more nuclear. LeBron James' shaky play, inconsistent stretches, and the team's weak defense have ESPN questioning if the Lakers can even make the playoffs. The king is watching his whole kingdom fall apart right in front of him. But the biggest shock just dropped.
And you were mic'd up tonight. At one point I heard you say, this is 40.
Yeah.
Just what impresses even you about what 40 has looked like for you?
I have no idea how I'm still doing this, Lisa. Man above gave me some great gifts. I'm trying to take full advantage of it. I put all the work, all the dedication into the game, and it's given me so much. But I have no idea how I'm still doing this at this level.
Insiders say he has a no-trade clause, meaning nothing happens unless he personally tells Jeannie Buss he wants out. It's not even up for debate. That gives LeBron all the power. And if he's done with the Lakers' direction, he could flip the entire NBA upside down in a single day. The timing is perfect for chaos. The trade deadline is almost here. The Lakers are struggling in a packed Western Conference, and LeBron is showing frustration we haven't seen since his last days in Cleveland. And now comes the hidden bombshell nobody is talking about. Minga and PK. I could help start a brand new Lakers era, and extra draft picks would give them real power in future trades.
He was one of those players, smart. So smart that he plays to his strengths, never his weaknesses. That's what LeBron mastered. I'm just gonna stick with what I'm great at. I'm gonna perfect it. I'm gonna get smarter, wiser. If y'all think he's fast now, what you think what was coming down the lane then?
Right. I tell people that all the time. You saw the worst of it more than I did, but I tell like even the rooks, they be looking in awe like, damn, like you see that? I'll be like, phew. Did I see that? Man, that was nothing to what he used to do.
And you can just see it like, yeah, if we're gonna get him, we gotta get him now because the smarter he gets, the stronger he gets. We ain't gonna get past him in the playoffs, man.
The Lakers are already preparing for life after LeBron, treating him like a fading asset instead of the superstar who carried them. Meanwhile, Draymond Green is reportedly panicking. Sources close to Golden State say he knows that if LeBron joins the Warriors, someone has to go, and all signs lead straight to him being the sacrifice. Imagine feeling your own organization getting ready to cut you loose. You helped them win 4 championships, but now this whole story is spinning into something unbelievable. Rich Paul, LeBron's agent, has been the gatekeeper stopping this trade from happening. But what happens if LeBron tells Rich Paul to make that call? What happens if the king finally snaps from all the disrespect he's been feeling from the Lakers? Here's the explosive proof that this trade is starting to feel inevitable. Over a secret 24-hour window before the trade deadline, multiple owner-to-owner conversations took place. The Warriors tried to convince the Lakers and LeBron himself to agree to a deal. Owner to owner. This isn't rumors. This is happening at the very top.
I'm rooting for him, and I really, really hope that he does well. Having said all of that, what about the Lakers? So you got somebody that delivered the championship for you. He's going inside of 3 years. You got another guy that takes you to the Western Conference Finals. He's going inside of 2 years. Well, what the hell is going to be the litmus test that judges the job and the quality of the job that J.J. Redick does? What if J.J. Redick develops all the young players? What if all of these guys, what if Austin Reeves gets better? What if D'Angelo Russell shows that he has a pulse on a back-to-back night? What about some of the other guys that are relatively young if you ended up really, really coaching them to get better? Is that going to be good enough? Or is Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka going to say, hey, you didn't get to the conference finals. You didn't get to the NBA finals. We need to find another coach. It's going to be an interesting question. It's going to be an interesting question. It's going to be interesting to see. And if J.J. Redick ends up getting a lot more latitude, well, why was he given more latitude than Darvin Ham? Why was he given more latitude than a guy that delivered a championship like Frank Vogel? These are the questions that are going to be asked.
And here's where things turn nuclear. The Warriors are ready to gut their whole roster to make this happen. They're talking about throwing away their future so LeBron and Curry can chase one last historic championship run together. That's not interest. That's extreme gambling with their franchise on the line. Meanwhile, the Lakers keep disrespecting LeBron by building for tomorrow instead of maximizing his last elite years. They stayed quiet after finishing 8th in the West and getting bounced by Denver in the first round. They're not even trying to win right now. And the saddest part, LeBron is watching younger superstars like Luka Doncic and Jason Tatum take over the league while he's stuck on a Lakers team going nowhere. The competitive fire that pushed him to 4 championships is being wasted. But here's the nuclear option that could flip everything. What if LeBron doesn't just demand a trade? What if he demands a trade specifically to the Warriors? What if he walks into Jeannie Buss's office and says, it's Golden State or this entire season turns ugly? The pressure on both franchises is massive. The Warriors know this might be their last chance to add a superstar to their aging core.
If the ideal is going back home to retire as a Cavs, makes perfect sense. This is year 23. This is more of his legacy than it is what fans want to see. If this is his last year, I'm pretty sure that it makes more sense to be a Cleveland Cavalier to give your farewell tour to your city, 41 games, and then you're visiting everyone else. If this is not your last year and you're trying to win a championship, you can try here with the Lakers and then sign as a free agent over there. You know, either way, you got to do it this summer. You're not going to wait until you start the season off and then try to trade him midway.
LeBron has a no-trade clause, so we'd have to waive that to make any of these deals possible.
The Lakers know they could lose the greatest player in their franchise without getting anything back if they don't move fast. Charles Barkley's recent comments are starting to feel like he saw this coming. His harsh shots at both teams might have been the early warning for the wildest trade we've ever seen in NBA history. And Stephen A. Smith's feud with LeBron, that might be the last push that makes the King force his way out of Los Angeles. This isn't just basketball anymore. This is legacy talk. LeBron James refuses to let his career fade out quietly in LA. He wants to leave with a bang, and teaming up with Steph Curry might be his final shot to shock the whole world again. So here it is. The loudest, craziest trade rumor in NBA history is on the edge of becoming real. LeBron feels completely disrespected by the Lakers. The Warriors have been chasing him for 18 straight months. And they're even ready to move Draymond Green if that's what it takes. Even Charles Barkley and Stephen A. Smith are publicly saying LeBron's time in LA is over. With retirement getting closer, and this possibly being LeBron's last chance at a ring, the pressure for something big to happen is insane. The question isn't if this trade goes down, it's when. And when it hits, it's going to shake the entire NBA to the core. What do you think? Is LeBron James about to shock the world and team up with Steph Curry? Is Draymond Green about to get sacrificed for the King? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you think this trade is happening, and subscribe for more NBA bombs that'll blow your mind.